All right, everybody. Today we are going to look at division properties of exponents. What this looks like. Well, here I have k to the fifth divided by k cubed. Well, remember what these are. So this is k times k times k times k times k 5 times, all divided by k times k times k. So I'm going to cancel this k with this, cancel this with this, cancel this with this. Well, what am I left here? I have two k's, so this is k squared. That is my answer. But a simpler way to do this, I can just subtract. So I'm going to use my numerator, exponent, minus my denominator, exponent, and keep the same base. So, for example, here, I have b cubed divided by b to the 8. Well, I'm going to write this as b, and I'm just going to say 3 minus 8. Well, that's simple. So that's 3 minus 8. Well, that gives me b to the minus 5. And remember, if I'm simplifying, I can never leave a negative exponent. So I'm going to have to put this over 1. I got to bring this sucker down to the bottom. All right, so let's write that as 1 over b to the positive 5. That has a positive exponent. Everybody's happy. We can live with that. All right, let's look at another example here. X to the fourth divided by x to the fourth. Well, I'm going to write the same base, and I'm going to take the 4 on top, and I'm going to subtract that 4 on the bottom. Well, 4 minus 4, that gives me 0. All right, well, what is x to the 0? That's the first exponent rule we know. That's the first one we learned. So I hope you remember that is 1. And that is obviously simpler. So we'll go ahead and simplify that. Always simplify those x to the zeros or any value to the 0 power as 1. All right. And last example here, we have a little more complexity. Here I have x to the fourth and x cubed. Well, I'm going to group the x's and I'm going to group the y's. So I'm going to go ahead and say, well, x, this is 4 minus 3, and then my y, negative 1. Now, don't forget this. A lot of times people say, ooh, negative 1 minus 5. It's tricky. Well, I have to subtract that minus 5. So I will have not 1, but 2 negatives here. So x, 4 minus 3, that gives me x to the 1. And y, negative 1 minus minus, that gives me a plus. Negative 1 plus 5, or 5 minus 1, is 4. Well, last thing, I don't really need that 1, so I'm just going to write this as x, y to the fourth, and that gives me my fully simplified answer.